Pow! Welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. Today, our Marvel Legends reviews continue with this Sauron Build-A-Figure wave. And in front of me, we have Wolverine, aka X-23. This is, of course, when Laura X-23 took on the mantle of Wolverine and started wearing this particular costume in the comics. And I really like that we get the unmasked head with this as well. And even her toe claws are there. So looking forward to opening this one, doing some head swaps. But as always, let's look at the box first and foremost. We get a Build-A-Figure piece for Carl Lycos. We get a comic book picture on the side. On the back, we get a write-up. And then, of course, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the Sauron Build-A-Figure. Today, we're reviewing Wolverine, aka X-23. So yeah, let's get this open and have a look. And here we have Wolverine, aka X-23, aka Laura, out of the packaging. And to be fair, it does pop against this white background. It does look nice. I like the way the hair's sculpted, so it looks like it's in motion. She's actually got her toe claws this time as well. I like the vibrant colours. It is very accurate to the version of the character from the comics where she obviously took on the mantle of Wolverine for a while. Not my favourite outfit for the character. Personally, there's only going to be one Wolverine in my eyes. I prefer the X-23 X-Force outfit, which I will compare it to in a minute. Before we have a close-up look at the figure, let's look at the accessories. Of course, she comes with a Sauron, I still don't know which way to say that, Build-A-Figure piece. And look at the wingspan on this guy. It is impressive. It is much taller than her. It won't even fit on the whole screen. But yeah, there's articulation there as well in the wing. And yeah, this is going to look very good when it's displayed. So obviously, stick around. I will be reviewing this guy once I've looked at all the figures in the wave. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you will not miss the review. This is looking very impressive. She also comes with an unmasked head, which I think this was missing from the previous figure. So I'm glad that Hasbro have now packed it in. And I hope it looks good. So I'm going to zoom in, show you this figure in detail, and we can do some head swapping as well. So here's a closer look at the head sculpt. I do like the way they've molded the hair on this one, but it is made of hard plastic, so you're not going to be able to articulate a head forward or back because of the way the hair has been sculpted. But it does look good if you're going to have her posed in a fighting stance. It does look like it's sort of blowing in the wind. Maybe a different expression, face would have been better, as the face is just a very bland expression. But it looks fine. The paintwork looks okay. A bit of sloppiness. It looks like blue plastic with the yellow painted on. So in areas, like under her armpit, on the back of her arm here, you're going to see some sloppy paintwork. And the lines ain't very clean, but you can't tell from a distance. But I know some people get very fussy about the paintwork on figures, and again, they're on the back of the boots. But a positive is she does come with her toe claws. So we never got these on the X-23 X-Force version, but we now have them with this one. And they do pop out, but they do leave a hole in the foot. So if you don't want her to have her toe claws, you're going to have to fill those holes. Otherwise, she's going to have holy feet. But they do peg back in, very simple, and they do look good. They do complete the figure in my opinion. This is just not my personal outfit of choice for her, and that belt is a separate piece with the X on it. And yeah, my claws a little bit warped out of the box. These two look fine, to be fair. These do pull out. I'm not going to pull them out, but again, like the toes, they're going to leave a hole in the fists, and you can see the claws on this one are a bit closer together. Again, that's just the way they're in packaging. No one's fault. A bit of hot water, cold water can sort that out. So yeah, she looks fine. She looks good. Let's do the head swap. So will the head come off nice and easy? Yeah, look how small that ball peg is as well, by the way, people. And yeah, this head should go on. There you go, it clicked. And there's the head. So what do you think about this head sculpt? I actually quite like it. She looks a little bit like Gabrielle. That's a UK reference. You probably won't get it because the hair is covering one eye. I'm showing my age again, ignore me. But maybe it's too big for the body, maybe. But again, she is probably wearing like a Lycra suit that's really skin tight. So maybe it's not too big of a head. But I quite like it. Hair goes all the way down the back. So again, no articulation really for looking up. But it does look good if you're going to have your figure posed like this on the shelf. So the more I look at this figure, the more I like it, to be fair. It's just not my preferred costume for her. No double jointed elbows, typical for female Marvel Legends, which is a shame because she is a very dynamic character. You can get her on a flight stand getting some good poses. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, let's ask the question, shall we? X-23, Laura, Wolverine. Who is she? This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is she? And I try and give you a little bit of information about the character that this figure is inspired by. So, X-23. Who is she? Real name Laura Kinney, the character X-23 originally debuted on the cartoon X-Men Evolution in 2003 before her first comic appearance in NYX number 3 in February 2014. Simply put, X-23 is the clone daughter of the famous Wolverine and was originally used as the perfect killing machine for the organisation called the Faculty. She eventually did cross paths with Wolverine and the X-Men and even attended the school at the X-Mansion. She had the same abilities as Wolverine with extra claws in her feet and at one point joins the X-Force and eventually takes on the mantle of Wolverine. There you go, so I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters these figures are inspired by. And yes, I did recycle another Who Is She segment, but again, it's the same character, just a different outfit. So as I mentioned, it's a different outfit. Let's bring in the previous one, as this is the comparison that people want to see. So as you can see, they look like they're on the same body mold, but I could be wrong. Just different lower legs, as her boots are different, and of course the new one has the toe claws. I prefer the expression on this head, but I prefer the hair on this head. I don't know why. But yeah, which outfit do you prefer? I prefer this one, so I wanted to see if this unmasked head fits on this, which I'm sure it does. And yeah, and I think this is going to look a lot better. So there we go. Let's just move her out of the way for a minute so we can look at this. So there you go. That unmasked head fits this body perfectly. What do you think? That is probably how I'm going to have this figure posed on the shelf. You actually see the face behind the mask, makes it pop a little bit more on the shelf for me. Like, she stands out much more. She looks a lot more menacing with the black and grey. She looks good. So if you're going to have two female Wolverines on your shelf, you can have your generic X-23, and then obviously when she took over the Wolverine mantle, she's there. So yeah, what do you think, people? That one would be perfect, I guess, if it had the toe claws, but I guess you could Dremel some little holes in these feet now and detach these and attach them to her, or glue them. So yeah, customizing, if you want to, you can drill a little hole in her toes and then add these claws if you wanted to make your perfect X-23. Again, there's only going to be one Wolverine for me, so this is probably not my outfit of choice, but I can still appreciate it when it looks good. I like the vibrant blue and yellow, and it stands out well. So yeah, these two are looking really good. Let's bring in actual Wolverine to compare her to. Now, of course, I haven't opened my Apocalypse Wave Tiger Stripe Wolverine yet, but I will compare these two when I do. But for now, this is the Juggernaut Wave Wolverine, and yeah, both of them took on the Wolverine mantle in the comics. Let's bring in Logan, so you can see your Wolverine comparisons, and then why not, let's just bring in the other Laura as well. So again, lots of opportunity for displaying however you want your favourite representation of the character to appear on your own shelves at home. But yeah, she looks good. Who else have I got on the table near me? I've got Domino from when I was comparing her guns with the last Deadpool. As you can see, Domino's a tiny bit bigger than her. I wouldn't think in the comics Domino's so much taller than her. I don't know. You let me know in the comments. I can't remember. Oops, I dropped a figure. So yeah, she's a tiny bit shorter, but she is the same size as this one, as I've already said. So yeah, let's just bring in these Domino, X-23, unmasked. Then you got your X-Force Deadpool. Domino can stand there with her terrible guns. I need to get some better guns on these figures. I try and keep the original guns on them so I don't lose them, but let's be honest, the blue guns with that X-Force Deadpool and the purple guns with Domino are terrible. So there is our X-Force lineup, which I think looks a lot better, just And all I've done is added an unmasked head to X-23. And my camera was dropping down that whole time. And then we have Wolverines. So yeah, lots of display options, people. You can display them any way you want. I just wanted to show them off, as that will probably be my X-Force shelf, display on the shelf. But this Wolverine is looking very nice if you prefer this version of the character. Toe claws included are a bonus. Paintwork does pop, but the paintwork's probably a little bit sloppy. But it's still a nice figure. So you let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you appreciate the unmasked head with her? I think it looks really good. And yeah, as always, people, I am going to be reviewing all of the figures in this wave and then finishing on the Sauron Build-A-Figure. So subscribe to the channel, hit that playlist, hit that notification bell, as lots more reviews to come. I've even got the X-Men Apocalypse wave as well, so I can compare her to the Tiger Stripe Wolverine. So yeah, good times ahead, people. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. And then, of course, I shall see you on the next one.